Okay.
There we go.
Okay, 3:30 p.m. on March 27th, 2024. Call the meeting to order. Roll call, trustee Zerflu,
Here.
trustee Saylor,
Here.
President Mansell's here. I'd asked motion to approve the agenda and approve the February 28th, 2024 minutes.
So move. Second.
Moved by Zerflu, second by Saylor. Any discussion? Hearing none. Take a vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 No opposed. Motion passes. Chairman comments. I have none at this time. I guess this would be my last meeting as chair unless it continues after the election. That's the only comment I have. Ben Martinson from Public Works Director will have an update on the Highway 5473 summer project. Mr. Martinson, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, Mr. Martinson is here by Zoom. Go ahead with your update.
So number 7, update on 5473. Met last week with American Asphalt and Integrity. They're going to be constructing that project with the joint of both companies. With the early spring, they're looking to start it in mid-April, and it's going to last until mid-July. They're hoping early July, but realistically, as we all know, it's going to be mid-July. They're going to be different sections of it. They're going to start out by G and work into the village of Port Edwards. And then they're going to take the intersection of 5473 and go to the corner of La Tender and Wisconsin River Drive. And then they're going to take the next section and go from Wisconsin River Drive, La Tender, up to Seneca. It'll be about 400 feet short of Seneca. They're going to have a public meeting, invite everybody that's involved on that roads and addresses and businesses to a meeting. They're looking at scheduling it in two Mondays from now. I don't know exact time if that's the date. So once we get closer, we'll definitely let you guys know, and they'll send letters out to the residents concerning trash pickup, how they can get through town when the road's down, business with K&K where the trucks will be able to run, and other things. And obviously I work with the fire department and police to make sure they know which roads will be open. The intent of the project will be to keep Port Road and Seneca open. I know that'll keep the trustees Zerflu excited about that, but that's going to be a busy road this summer. Unfortunately, that's where the traffic's going to be going down. So that'll be the basically not the obvious detour for truck traffic will be Highway 80 through Pittsville, but Seneca and Port Road will be your local traffic detour as of now.
It's not going to get busy, Mr. Martin. Say busier.
I know. But so I'll have a better update in about a week and a half, and I'll probably send you guys an email and I know exactly what's going on. Again, the village responsibilities is raising the water valves and the storm and the sanitary sewer, which we have money in the budget for that. And everything else is basically part of the DOT project. So none of it's under our control. If residents do ask, we don't have any say in times, detours, things like that. This is all DOT funded. So we're just kind of there to support them and see what we can do to help make the project go smoother. Then we have any questions on that?
Nope. Trustee Saylor?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Sounds good. If you could give us this update on number 8, update on the Second Street project, Monroe to Verbunker Avenue.
So Second Street project from Monroe to Verbunker, the plans have been finalized. Bidding's going to be let go April 1st. Again, the bidding's all through Quest. We don't really have any say in the bidding other than the bidding's going to close April 19th on a Friday at 3:30, and Quest will send me over the bids in order. There's really no order it'll be in, but the bids will get sent over to the village on Friday, April 19th at 3:30, and then I'll be looking to put a meeting for approval from the Public Works and put it on to the board meeting after the April 19th deadline for the proposals. So who's ever the chairman of that committee, we want to have a meeting before the board meeting in May so we can get that project approved so we can get all the bonding, all the paperwork done, by early May, so we can start that in June with the completion by mid-August before we go back to school. And obviously that was a TIF project. All the funds come through TIF. Any
Thanks for that
questions on
update.
that?
Nope.
No. Thanks for that update. Sounds good. Sounds like the projects are going well. Thanks for doing the work behind that, Ben. Number 9, the Department of Public Works report.
First of all, I just want to thank Lon and all the chairman, all you guys for having a good year of Public Works Committee. You guys supported us well, employees, projects, and other things. So great to work with this group of people. And I hope you guys are all back next time, but I know things get shaken up, but I appreciate all you guys done for the Public Works Department. For our report, obviously we had a snowstorm the other day, no major issues. Obviously we plowed it. By the time we were done, the snow melted, but with 6-7 inches in the traffic in the morning, we just wanted to make sure that there was no issues. So that won't affect our budget at all. Salt and everything like that is still definitely in good shape moving into early next year's snow and ice. Hopefully that's it for the year. The guys are getting the leaf loader and things together. We're planning on Monday, April 1st, if things go good, the sucker truck will be out picking up leaves in early spring cleanup, and then we're going to start our every other brush pickup and our dirt removal. So we'll get right back on the schedule with our normal summer rotation of tree and brush and grass pickup. Our summer help, I sent an email to you guys a couple of weeks ago. We had 2 candidates just running their drug and alcohol and physical background checks have passed. So once everything is finalized, I'll update you guys that they passed all the requirements. One gentleman will start in June, and we might bring the other one in May just to help out with some spring projects that we have going on. Obviously, one of the biggest questions that everybody keeps asking me is the stump removal of all the stumps from all the dead ash that we've cut down this winter. Working with Forester Jairus Reps on a grant that's due June 1st. Hopefully with that grant, we're able to get stump removal and replanting and some other issues with this trees we had to cut down taken care of. So at this point, there won't be a lot of stump grinding done throughout the village. There's going to be some certain areas that there's going to be road construction, maybe some chip sealing going on. We're going to try to address some areas first before we hit the whole town that needs to be done. I think right now there's 110 stumps last time I counted that need to be ground and fixed up. So if anybody asks you, send them my way and I'll explain them our situation. Our goal is to get the grant is awarded by August. We can do them later this fall and have those stump ground before the winter season. As for the ash, we've completed our ash cutting other than on the Highway 5473 project. We're going to work with the integrity contractors, and they shut that road down to work sections of the road so we're not being detours and closures to cut those trees down. So that's why those trees are still standing at this time. Our summer projects, our chip seal totals have come in. We'll be working with the next Public Works committee to get that all organized and finalized so we can get that done in later June or July. We're looking at doing all the subdivisions if we can. But like I said, we'll have to break it down, see what we can afford to do financially. We'll do our street painting, our crack filling like we always do. And obviously Monroe and Second will be our big project for this summer. That's all I have at this time.
Are you going to change Juris's name to Beaver since he's in charge of removing all them stumps?
Whatever we got to do to get them down in a reasonable price will be whatever it takes. We can name them whoever we want.
Eric, you have any questions?
I'm sure.
I don't hear any.
At least they won't hang up watching me.
Okay, also, I just, under old business, Jairus is actually here, Ben. He just wanted to kind of give us, under old businesses, reference the grant that you guys applied for last year. I don't believe that we were eligible, but I think that there's new grants. And so at this time, I would ask Mr. Repsa to speak on that.
Thank you. The grant that we're going to apply, it's a different grant. It's the Inflation Reduction Act. They call it IRA for short. The funding will be up to 3 years. And the funding range goes from anywhere from 1,000 up to $500,000. So we are considered a disadvantaged community, which is one of the things. And so I think about 80% of the village is eligible. So we're going to be putting that, the grant is due June 3rd. So I'll be working with Ben to wordsmith the grant. So it's has all the information and the costs associated with that for the next 3 years. They'll go for the stump grinding, the tree stakes, the stakes, and all those things that we're going to, I guess, plan to do. The one thing that I do want to do is, by the way, at the village board meeting, I guess there'll be a resolution for this grant. It'll be at the next board meeting that I guess needs to be signed up and attached to this grant. Betsy shaking her head yes.
Yep.
So you know about it.
Yeah, Dwayne's talked to me about it.
Okay. The one thing I do want to bring up that's new is I would like to, I guess, apply for the village to become a Tree City USA, which will add points to the grant application. There are 4 things that have to be met. There has to be a tree department or board, which I guess this committee would qualify for that. Second thing is a tree ordinance. We have that already. This third one, and I missed this day in school, about $2 per capita on urban forestry. So I don't know where that number is. I'm not that smart with economics there. And the last thing is to celebrate Arbor Day. So I will have to meet with the schools and figure out where we're going to plant a tree or something, which is the last day in April. So that's about it with that.
Okay.
Lana.
Madam President, do we need anything
Um,
to forward this grant to
I
the
don't-
I
board?
worked with Diane for the resolution already. I think that's where
okay.
Dwayne and Diane have had the resolution set already, I believe, for the board meeting.
Okay, will that come out of this committee or a different committee, Ben?
A resolution, we just go right to the board. There won't be a come through a committee. It's going to go right to the board agenda. It'll be on the bottom, the board agenda for April meeting.
Okay, and the other part of that, the Tree City USA, anything that we have to do with our committee here to make sure that that goes forward?
I don't think he knows. I'm learning that too.
Oh,
Okay. Just let us know.
It's all done online and all that, so.
Sure.
okay,
I think we did one about 20 years ago when I first started with Dauber. Basically went to the school and did, and I can reach back in the files and see if we have any more information on that. But I was part of the first one with Dauber
okay.
a long time ago.
Madam President has some questions here.
So for the Arbor Day, celebrating Arbor Day, I'd be more than happy to help out however I can with that. I'm fairly certain the school 4th and 5th graders work with the high school and go and plant trees in the school forest. So I can ask when we get back from spring break what they plan on doing. I'll let you know on that.
Do you have a shovel?
I do.
Can you dig a hole?
I do. We plant trees every year.
Okay, perfect.
Second question. So with this Inflation Reduction Act fund grant, disadvantaged community, what does that mean for that grant?
They have a map,
Okay.
and this is the map I printed out, and I would say 80% of the villages qualifies for that. There's certain areas on the other side of the river that are excluded,
Got it. Okay.
but it's based upon this map.
Okay. And
That
like, what
they-
are the qualifications? Do you know what would like?
However, they determine the blue area on this map.
Okay. Okay.
that's-
A lot of that has
Got it.
got to do with when the mill closed. They keep that on record forever.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
we're good to go.
Perfect.
Okay,
That's all.
any other questions? Trustee Saylor? Oh, Trustee Zerfel.
good. Juris, $1.50 a mill, do they decide how much we're gonna get if we're successful, or do we request an amount?
We're gonna request that amount, so whatever the numbers Ben and I work through, and he does with the grinding, and it has some other, I mean, it goes on to training, and I mean, there's all kinds of, there's about 10 different things that,
Typical grant, in other words.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Okay, with no other questions, new business, I think that we'll, forward this to, the next Public Works to make sure that that grant, that we can do whatever we can to make it successful. So, new business would be to put that on, the further Public Works Committee, whatever that shakes out to be,
Yep.
just so we make it successful.
The deadline is June 3rd.
June
That has to
3rd.
be sent in.
Okay, correspondence.
Oh, one
Oh.
thing is, it's not matching funds, so we don't have to match money to do that, which is important.
Ooh,
So that's a biggie.
This is a good grant.
I like it.
IRA.
yeah. Okay, thanks for that information.
Mhm.
Correspondence received. I did not receive anything. Did anybody else receive anything?
Nope.
For Public Works? Nope. Okay, agenda items for next meeting. Well, that will be the further that on that. The next Public Works meeting, I guess that will be after the reorganization meeting.
That'll be decided on.
That will be
April
decided
16th.
then on the 16th.
The chairman and the committees get together that night and decide what they want to do.
Okay.
Got it.
With that, with no objections, I would say we adjourn at 3:45. No objections?
Nope.
Okay, thank you.